Hello and welcome back to Popes and Pylons, where we play Cradle Europa Universal's IV with the new Cradle of Civilization expansion. This is episode number 5 of us playing as Avaria over here, trying for the Avar Khaganate achievement. Now, last time I declared a bit of a opportunistic war because the Ottomans are going for Nogai, which is obviously leaves Nogai not even the remotest of all chances to fight. And I kind of assumed that their ally of Chagatai would not be able to get military access through Uzbeks or Transoceania over here in order to help. So I declared war on my own. Unfortunately, it turns out that Chagatai very well was able to secure military access by having Nogai do that for them. So now I'm at war with Chagatai, Jakan, and Nogai, which leaves us at about, well, a little more than 20,000 troops against our 9,000, which could be a gigantic disaster. Now, if we look at our military tech, Chagatai is at tech 5, they're at tech 5, I believe I'm at tech 6, so we do have a bit of a tech advantage, which hopefully is going to help us. But still, they're going to have a giant numbers advantage, and the Ottomans are not going to help us against any troops that do not belong to Nogai. So this is going to be quite the uphill battle here. 4,000 of those troops are Nogai troops. So this is extremely scary. Now we could be lucky, and maybe Jakand is unruly, but they're not. Liberty Desire is only 25.4%, so they are going to help in that war. They are, however, as I see it right now, in another war against Transoceania and Afghanistan. So maybe they're busy over here so that we can just grab as much as we need from Nogai. The question is, do we go over our force limit in order to not only be able to siege this quickly, but in order to be able to fight? Because with the new drill mechanics and especially this armament professionalism, we don't really want to hire mercenaries because that's going to cost us professionalism and make our troops fight worse. And then again, going over the force limit immediately is going to cost us a lot of money. I am unsure. I think for now we're going to not do it. We're also going to keep our advisor and just hope that those allies of Nogais are too busy to actually defend here. At least until we can take a bit of land like Astrakhan, so we can have a defense on a fort in Astrakhan over a river. That might help. We do not want to fight those hordes on steppe territory if we can avoid it at all. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause. We're still not going to take tech because we're still waiting for institution. And we got that land covered. We can't go here yet because of the 4. So I'm just going to stay back here with my troops and wait for the siege. And keep an eye out for enemy troops incoming. Ottomans are still mopping up Nogai troops, which is great. Transoceania actually has a lot of troops here, so they might actually help us defend against Chagatai really well. Just have to be careful not to be caught out in a bad situation. Let's just Nogai recruit some more troops. Military access cancelled, that's fine. None of that matters. I'm not scared of 1k stacks from Nogai. They are beaten. They can't fight the Ottomans at all. They could become scary if they peace out with the Ottomans and then manage to build up an army somewhere behind here to fight us. Let's just hope that does not happen. I do have some admin here, so I'm gonna start coring or do these instant cores as soon as possible before the war exhaustion goes up and makes them cost more. Losing a tiny bit of money, that's alright. And this is all fine. War score's ticking up. I think we declared war for Kuma, so we should have the ticking war score of ours on our side. Yep. So even if we can't go into all of this land because it's covered by the Ottomans, we should get our war score ticking up. And we should get this 4, which is one of the pieces of land that we really want. Which is like a 9 development province, I think. I think it's a pretty decent province. 9 development province here in the trade node. And Rin, oh, that's probably terrible. Nogai would be quite nice. Although we might have issues because right now Transoceania is sieging that. Don't think they're going to take it, hopefully not, but we might have to wait for Transoceania to peace out before we can take that. Let's see how the cookie crumbles here. And just keep time ticking, losing a tiny bit of money. We should be fine on our Diplo cap, absolutely fine. We can go up to 1200 power. I think the Scholar invitation is still just for admin tech cost reduction. Lost a claim on Shirvan. Yeah, I'm not looking to fight QQ right now anyway. Building spy network in QQ though, just in case. And I think the only province we can actually take a claim on is Shirvan, is that right? Brigade claim. No, actually, through the water we could also do Astara or Shamki. Where's that thing? This one. Oh, because it just actually borders our Darkstan province. Never mind. But Shirvan is the best of these, and actually has a very, very good trade good in silk. And we should have a look, once the war is over, at trade goods in this region. See what we're dealing with here. Anything good in Astrakhan, maybe? No, just wool. We won this siege. Still no actual enemy troops in sight, so let's just keep covering all the land here with our troops. Take as much as possible before the Ottomans take it. Ooh, and actually... Okay, this is something we have to be careful about. We could start sieging Nogai, however, there's Chagatai troops, they're walking north. I think I'm gonna try to go for Nogai, but I will drop down on the speed so we can hopefully react in time through the vision we get from our ally, the Ottomans. We could call in somebody into this war, actually, which is a Q. That's interesting. We have 10 favors, so we wouldn't have to give them land, and we would get 6k additional troops. Do we have enough? I think we have a ton of favors with AQ, right? Let's look at the favors. 43. Yeah, I'm gonna call you in. Definitely. AQ, please come to my help. The more troops we have, just in case Chagatai or Jack can't actually move some troops over to defend their ally. We could lose 20% of our taxes for 15 years, which is a lot of money. Taxes, it's not like we're making a ton of money from taxes. Most we're actually making from subsidies from the Ottomans right now. But still, it's a decent chunk of money. Losing 20% of that is not great. But losing a stability and 10 loyalty on the Oliva, no, that's just a no. Let's take the tax hit. It's kind of unfortunate. Also, I think I'm going to reduce this siege tech to just stack to just 4 troops. And not with a general because he's not a siege general. Let's just leave 4 guys here so we take less attrition, move the rest over to Rin. Leave these troops here to gather up some loot, spoils of war. The Ottomans still doing their job. It's good. You do that, Ottoman. It always feels a bit dirty to ally the Ottomans, but sometimes that's just what you're gonna have to do. Okay, this is scary. Chagatai is right now moving into this place, Tiru. They're not at war with the Ottomans, I'm pretty sure. Let's just double check that. Not at war with the Ottomans. So they would be going for us. This is Afghanistan. Afghanistan is on our side-ish, so they're also at war with Chagatai. That said, Afghanistan is right now moving away. These are all Ottomans. But there's no direct connection here. But they might run to Rin. 13,000 troops from Chagatai. I think I'm gonna have to give up the siege of Nogai for now. See if we can't have other people do the fighting for us here. Really am scared of Chagatai. Can I grab a general from the nobility? I don't think I can, but let's double check that. Ooh, we should actually be able to. Just puts us up to 79. We have a negative modifier going off on 87, and then a positive modifier in 88. So we would have a year of +2, that should be fine. So let's grab that general from the nobility. See if he's any better. I think this guy was just full of siege, fire pips, yeah, which is just the wrong era for that. Let's grab this guy instead. Run. Don't get caught by those people. Where are you going? To Ali Muli. Why don't you go fight Afghanistan? Question is, do we help if they're fighting Afghanistan over here? Where's Afghanistan going? To Bayuli? And then... Oh, they're just staying on Nogai, trying to siege it? How about you go fight the Chagatayans, huh? I don't want you to take Nogai, I just want you to defend me. That would be the nicest thing you could do. Let's split here and take that land too. I don't know what Chagatai is, so ooh, there was actually a 1000 troop stack there. Gives us a tiny bit of war score. Increases war exhaustion on Nogai, so that's all fine and dandy. How happy is Chagatai to be in this war? They have high enthusiasm, yeah. So we're not gonna be able to piece them out separately for quite a while. AQ is not able to get to us, actually. Ottomans, can I have military access, please? Because if I have military access, then AQ should have military access, and now they should be able to walk to us, maybe? Can say, yeah, friendlies can attach. Would you be willing to come? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, we have rebels coming up in Circassia. We really can't afford rebels right now. It's just not a thing we can afford. In Alanya, Circassia, and Kabadia. So I'm going to drop increase autonomy all over the place here. Is this stated? This is stated. So let's increase that autonomy and hope that that's enough to not have the rebels rise. Alanya. Yes, they have additional unrest because of the missionary. So we still might have those rebels pop, which would be very, very unfortunate. Now you, why are you not coming though? Now you're moving to somewhere at least? Are you coming to me? Yes, that looks like you're actually coming to help. Good, good. I'd really like Afghanistan to get out of Nogai, and instead go and fight those hordes in the east. Would be nice. If they don't, yeah, if I had seen that AQ didn't have military access a bit earlier, then maybe I would have been able to get them over here and to help me siege Nogai and to help me defend against Chagatai earlier. But no, I think I'm just gonna have to give this up, this siege, to the Afghanis, unless that's still my hope. No, they took it. Oh, they gave it to us? No, they just look the same as us. Look at these colors. Occupied by Transoceania, occupied by me. That looks so similar. That's not a thing that should happen. Okay, so Nogai is pretty much dead. But, that's a big but, we still have to be scared of Ottomans and or Transoceania piecing out early. And there's the Ottoman piece out. So that actually gives us the opportunity to immediately go and grab a ton of land. Let's just keep one troop here and send the rest up here. And try not to die to those other guys, the Chagatayans. Maybe I should have left 2k troops there, just so we don't have the issue with attrition that we're having now. Are there any more force here? I don't think so. No. So I'm gonna do a quick carpet siege and hope for Chagatai to leave me alone for a bit. Or Afghanistan to take care of Chagatai, maybe. If they pop out of the woodworks, then we lose a troop. That is probably alright as well. Not great, of course. Why are you not reinforcing, though? This is odd. Cancelled military access. Yeah, that's because your war is over. That's alright. We're gaining control of provinces. That's even more than alright. This is odd. But hey. So now it's becoming even more annoying that Transoceania managed to grab Nogai over here, because that's really the only other four that they have, and so it's worth a lot of war score. Okay, and they're gonna grab Kongurot here as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet up all our troops. wait for Afghanistan and Transoceania to peace out, and then see if we can't just grab Nogay real quick while the other guys are busy. If we cannot, then we just have to take a smaller peace offer if there's a big army coming in. That's just what's gonna have to happen. But we actually having Afghanistan around, not Afghanistan, having AQ around actually gives us a decent sized amount of troops here. And how many war enemies do we still have? It's still a ton of troops on our enemies, unfortunately. Nogay actually has some 6,000 infantry somewhere. I would like to get rid of these if I can find them. We could spend some ducats to gain loyalty on the emirs, which is fine, or lose admin power. No. Even without the loyalty change, which is obviously much better to gain loyalty than to lose loyalty, I would almost always prefer to spend some money instead of spending admin power. We're losing a bunch of money now, which is probably mostly because of our loss and taxes, and we have these rebels being very, very scary. Do we have to handle them? 11k, I don't want to fight 11k. We could fight 11k separatists, of course. We have 15k troops. Don't really want to. How much military power would I have to spend on harsh treatment? Just 50. I think I'm gonna do this. I hate pressing this button, but I don't want to deal with rebels during war here. And there's the conversion ending, so that should be much better on our rebellion issues, right? Yeah, Alanya does not have any unrest anymore, and I'm gonna wait on converting the other two for a bit, just so the unrest doesn't kill us. Now, if you would please peace out Transoceania, that would be nice. Or go and fight the armies of our enemies for a bit. Would also be nice. I wouldn't mind that in the slightest. You're still at war. Yeah, of course. There's 2,000 Uzbek troops or Jharkhand troops. I was scared for a second. It's nice of them to fight over here, fight in Transoceania itself, and obviously apparently in... Oh, Oirat, you're also at war with Oirat now. Excellent. So this should turn out well. I'm not sure if we can take as much as we want to out of this war, just because of the how these sieges panned out, but we should be able to take a lot out of this war. And considering that we had overwhelming odds against us, that's pretty great. Let's just check the peace deal that we would want. So we would want all the things that we have claims on, which is these. And I thought, okay, we can't claim Nogay because it's not ours right now. So it's just 21, so we could easily just take these. We could probably just go take more. And that would also already bring us into coalition territory, who would be just Nogay itself. Who's the next? So coalition stones really seem to be an issue. Okay, that would be a point where maybe it's not actually scary, but that's about the size, the maximum size we should be able to take. So around 74% deal. Now, the easiest way to get more war score would be to go over to Chagatai now and siege their land. However, as you can see, oh, there was a big fight actually. They're down to just 11,000, 12,000 troops in their alliance, and Chagatai is on low war enthusiasm. That should allow me to peace you out, Chagatai. So for peace, it's just going to be white peace because we don't have any individual war score, and you need 10% individual war score against Chagatai to actually demand anything. But this way, they just get out, and that should be great for our war score against Nogay. See, we can't take anything, not even 3 ducats. Please leave us alone, Chagatai. Thank you. And there is our war score at 90%. So now, we don't have to be afraid of anything really anymore, and we can just walk around and siege some things. Speaking of sieging things, is there... No, this is the gold mine, right? Bashgir, yeah. That's a different country. It belongs to Kazan. Is there anything particularly interesting here in trade goods that we want? No, it's trade. I'm looking for trade goods. Livestock, which is new but pretty crappy. This is salt, which is still not particularly great, I think. Yeah, 3, it's nice. It's much better than the livestock. And then there's just the gold and Bashgir. So really nothing except for maybe the salt in Nogay itself, which of course I really want anyway. So let's instead go and loot some things. Let's start looting things that are far away from our own land, because they're the pieces of land that we're not going to take anyway. And if we're not taking the land, then we don't really want, if we're taking the land, then we don't really want to loot it, because it would create a lot of devastation, and devastation is of course bad on our own lands. But looting land that we don't own, we can put as much devastation on as possible. I mean, we don't really care about the amount of devastation in our enemies' lands. It's even kind of good to have devastation on there. Oh, is this Nogai land? Thank you, AQ, for sieging that for us. New Holy Roman Emperor. Peace offer from Nogai. Sorry, but I can't peace you out yet. I really want Nogai itself. And in order to do that, I have to wait for this war to end. How is our institution going? Is it spreading to us yet? It is. We're starting to get some renaissance in Circassia, because we're neighboring the Ottomans, who are even friendly to us, so it should be quite the quick spread. Well, 0.38. It's not the worst. And we could only increase that, I think, by increasing the development, but I'm not even sure if that matters for renaissance. I mean, of course, we could increase development in order to gain more institution, but we wouldn't necessarily increase the institution spread. So here's Nogai coming in with their troops, going for this place here. I think I want to fight this. We should still be up at tech. We are. They have a better general. 3-3-4. Wow, that's a really good general. But we should be flanking them. We have the better tech. That should be an easy fight, I hope. And we should have AQ coming in as a backup. And we roll a 4. They roll a 4. Let's go down the speed a bit. But you see, we're flanking over here just by 1 because we only have infantry. We rolled a 2 against their 2. And a 7 against their 2. That should be the end of it. There we go. We did not stack wipe them. Where are you running? They're probably running quite far away. But let's just try to chase them down for, I don't know what for even. We don't need additional war score, but just so they don't reinforce and annoy us at any point. Trade League of Venice disbanded once again. You're running to Alton, so you're just running away to your allies' lands. Yeah, you do that. If you come back, we just kill you again. It's gonna be fine. You can invest into an idea, which is not particularly important. We get reduced mercenary maintenance. We don't really want mercenaries. We get increased promoted cultures from this, which is also not great. Honestly, our ideas are still quite terrible. Do we continue going into here, or do we go for tech first? Kind of like powering through this, going for the admin tech cost reduction, and then take all the tech. And maybe even then invite this scholar and take a bunch of admin techs in a row, so we can actually benefit from that. So let's continue doing this. Not that it gives us much, but why not? Let's loot this. No, this place has already been looted. This place has been looted. There's some loot over here in Cheliaba, so let's get that. And I really want you guys to just end your war. You're at 78, come on. And don't take Nogai, just take a bit of land here. Don't take Nogai, please. That would be very unfortunate. We're getting closer to the cap here. Have to be careful not to cap out on Diplo power. We don't want to do this still. Don't want to do the religious reforms yet, because we need to get rid of this unrest first. Grab that loot over here. Come on, please peace out. You're winning, 82%. What are you even want to take? Maybe they're going to take a lot of land from Chagatai. That would be nice if they could expand into this direction. Actually, maybe we should improve relations with you guys. You could be a potential ally after the war. We consider the same 3 provinces to be of vital interest. Okay. So you want what? You don't have cores here. Oh no, this is just occupation. Right? We have a claim. Oh yes, you do have cores down here, but not Nogai itself. You have a ton of reconquest thing on Uzbek over here. And vital interest is what I was actually looking for. Here, let's see. Oh, you consider all of this vital interest. That could mean that they're gonna take Nogay. That would be unfortunate. And still, let's improve that relation. Just so we can have a chance to maybe do that alliance after the war. Just potentially. And we're claiming stuff on QQ. Do I want another claim on QQ? I guess I'll just grab this claim on Shamakti over here, but then come back from QQ. I don't want to. Actually, I don't plan on warring them anytime soon. Austria declared war on Baden. Yeah, as if I care. As if I care. What's your war saying? 82%. Come on, just finish it. I'm gonna speed up here. There should be no more. They're just 3,000 enemy troops. They're not gonna scare us. Just keep going. Okay, they actually took Nogay, which is extremely unfortunate for us. Oh well. I guess that means we're gonna have to war them soon. So let's instead grab something like this. Probably. I'm not sure we want these two. Maybe we just want to grab these here. We could actually take a giant peace deal. It's just Nogay and Kazan, and Nogay would be peace locked with us. So we could actually be okay doing this. It's going to cost a bit of Diplo, but not as much Diplo, and we have too much Diplo right now. Anyway, it costs a bunch of admin, of course, to get core all this stuff, even though we have tons of core reduction. And we're doing an admin group. Is there like a vassal we could release here? Any cores, any gray cores? We could release Astrakhan, actually. Or the Great Horde, in order to save on an admin and spend our Diplo instead on annexing our vassal. I think I like that. And we even have these bonuses from vassals on our these buttons over here, which all gives us bonuses for vassals. So yes, let's grab some land over here, release a vassal, maybe keep the nice land in Astrakhan for ourselves and give the rest to our vassal. If we can. Do we take Alimuli too? Sure. Anybody unhappy? No. So, yeah, this is pretty good. Overextension is fine, Diplo cost is fine, piece of value of 100, and send this demand. There we go. Ended the war, lost almost no troops, gained a ton of power protection, which is great for our monarch points. Gained some prestige. We actually completed our prestige mission, I believe. Yeah, gained another 100 admin power, which is great. Lost the Conquest Causes Ability against Nogay. Yeah, well, that happens if you just take all that stuff. And then we're gonna need new rivals, which could be Kazan, who hates us anyway, Gilan, whoever that is, or Ryazan. Ryazan is probably allied to Muscovy. No. Okay, Kazan doesn't look particularly scary, and where's Gilan? It's these people, which we don't actually have proper access to. So let's look into the ledger. Let's look at Kazan, sort by country. Look at KLM, Kazan. Have no troops, no force, well, some force limit, but they should be very easy to take. Are they allied to anybody scary? Not at all. They're actually dying to the Uzbek right now. So I'm definitely gonna rival you, if only to get the eclipsed rival thing when you die to the Uzbek. So that's great. And then the other one could be Ryazan. Did I check Ryazan? Not yet. Where's Ryazan? I think that would be great to have a neighbor button here. Ryazan, not particularly scary. So let's rival them too. And look how big Avaria has become. It will shrink a bit in a second because I'm going to release a vassal. But yeah, we definitely want to reduce overextension. It's a great mission because we're going to do that anyway. Now, Astrakhan, I said I could release. I could either release the Great Horde or Astrakhan. Astrakhan probably gets Astrakhan itself. Also the Great Horde. Don't like releasing Astrakhan. But that seems to be the only one. Ooh, Astrakhan actually also owns Terek. Maybe the whole releasing thing is not gonna happen because if I click this button, we have Gazimuk, Astrakhan, and Great Horde. And Astrakhan would get the fused provinces, would be Astrakhan, Sarai. So Astrakhan, Sarai, Terek, Huma, and Ukek. Ukek is fine, Sarai, Astrakhan, that's fine. Kuma, I think, is fine, yeah. But Terek we've already cored, so we would be giving up a core on a 9 development province. That doesn't seem great. So, unfortunately for now, we're gonna have to actually spend all the admin on coring all this stuff. But soon I'm going to look for some sort of subject up here to take some additional land and take some of the stress off our admin power. That is really, really becoming stressed right now. A slight increase in cost because of war exhaustion, but I think that's going to be alright. Let's just core this stuff. Almost all this stuff as we run out of admin power. Take our troops, move them back to land that needs rebellion suppression. I think I'll be sitting in Circassia or somewhere near Circassia for now. Simply because these are the rebels that are more likely to rise up. But we're gonna have to deal with a lot of rebel issues up here as well. No guy has rivaled me, yeah, that's fine, you do you. What did that do to our institution? It's also spreading to Sarai. Okay, keep coming. Keep those institutions coming, please. Improving relations, you really dislike me. Why do you dislike me so, Transoceania? Because you want my provinces. Okay, so that's unlikely to become a thing, but still, having neighbors that like me a bit better would be nice. QQ hates me for covert actions. Yeah, I may have claimed some of your land, aggressive expansion. Could improve with QQ. How is Ottomans looking? Ottomans still fine, they still like me, and that's really all that we need. Do we want to fabricate some claims? I think we do. Kazan, do you still have that? If Bashkirt, but getting Bashkirt is going to be slightly difficult. Maybe we should have seen to it that we got contact to Bashkirt because now Nogai is in the way. Yeah, I'm still gonna go ahead and do some fabrication on you, Kazan. And we got a lot of land here. Most is hot territory, which makes it pretty crappy. But land is land, right? Mamluks are influencing AQ. You guys should be drilling. And we're still losing a lot of money. It was really expensive. Oh, we gained a fort. Do I want to keep this fort? We still have tons of devastation, so I think I'm going to pay for the fort in Astrakhan right now. It's also going to help a bit if we get rebels. Complete that last core. Money is going to become an issue sooner or later. Incompetent diplomats. Yeah, you know. Drill, my general. Maybe you can get some pip improvements. Maybe a siege pip, that would be excellent. We do still have some. Well, we didn't do a lot of fighting, so we got to keep some of our drill on our troops. Which is cool. Alright. Thank you so much for watching an additional episode of Popes and Pylons, playing as Avaria in Europa Universals IV over here. We did quite the big land grab this episode, starting with a war that was really it looked very scary. But luckily for us, Jakant and Chagatai got themselves into a ton of additional wars, were not really able to fight. Nogai was already being battered by the Ottomans. And so we just got in there, took land almost without fighting. Unfortunately, failed out on taking Nogai because I was a bit scared, but that's just going to mean we're going to have to fight Transoceania at some point when they don't have a million allies, hopefully. Alright, thank you so much for watching and see you guys next time here on Popes and Pylons. If you like this, please like the video, and if you really like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel.